Take two.
Take two. Alright.
Okay. Tabitha asked, why do you talk with such a soft voice? I heard that before.
You sound like Tina Belcher. That's what you said. Jimmy Jr.
I don't know. I tried. That's my voice? I don't know. My balls haven't dropped yet.
No. That doesn't have shit to do with it. You're just soft spoken. That's it.
I am really a nice guy. Yeah.
Like you don't want to have. Welcome to Unhealthy Vegan. Yeah. No, you don't sound like an asshole, so that's good. Alright, this question. Talk about your music on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My homie, Mike Franklin. No.
That's me.
We'll get you in the shot right now.
Getting you in the shot.
My friend, Mike, he just makes beats and he's been making them since high school, I think. And yeah, I don't know if you know, but like sometimes I rap. So he used to make beats for me, like for rapping purposes. He still does.
Still does, used to too. Yeah.
Yeah, still does, used to too. And yeah, he just like, I asked him one time if I could use his music for the show, and then he told me yeah, so it was like pretty stoked to do it. And I know like the Unhealthy Vegan Lab, the opening credit one, people love that one. There's people that say like it actually gets stuck in their head. So yeah, big ups to Mike Franklin. I don't know how you.
Yeah, whatever.
Mike Franklin. He's actually working the camera right now, so you wanna show yourself? No? You wanna say hi?
Show myself, show my hands. Like, what's up?
Shows his hands. Those hands produce
Those hands.
the dopest beats. Yeah, he makes all the beats for everything, and make sure I'm gonna have a link on the bottom. Check his SoundCloud. And yeah, man.
Yeah, for beats for Andre, because that's the only. I don't know. I used to make a lot of music for like personal stuff, but now I just do it for Andre.
It's only for me now.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got like a full-time job now, so it's plus, you know.
But if you pay him handsomely.
No.
No, you wanna?
Oh, fuck no, it's just a hobby, dude.
So yeah, be on the lookout for more music from him.
Yeah.
From me. Well, that was a hard-hitting question. Alright, and now we got another one from Lindsay. She asked, do you really like diet cheese? I love diet cheese. Only the cheese slices though. I know they came out with some new stuff like some yogurt and some cheesecake and it's disgusting. But yeah, that was the first cheese I ever had as vegan, and I've loved cheese before, and I love it so much that I just thought it was just like a different type of cheese, like it was a fancier cheese. And I took it as that. I didn't try to take it as, you know, it being something that was like the substitute for the cheese that I had when I was a kid. It was more just cheese that I liked, cheese that I always wanted, and just something different. But now they have field roast chow cheese, which is amazing, and VO Life that I tried once at the expo. It's from Greece. It's not even here in the United States yet, and it's like the most amazing thing ever. Tastes good cold, smells like cheese, and it melts great. So that's why like that cheese is gonna change everything. But yeah, dude, I like all the cheeses pretty much. Even the Follow Your Heart, like when you eat it cold, is pretty good. I'm a cheese addict still. He asked, how do you keep slim on this diet? My wife begs to differ.
Well, yeah, you lost a little bit of weight, but...
Show the belly.
Oh, show the belly.
Yeah, for sure you will not, you will definitely not lose weight on this diet unless you are a fat slob like I was before. My first month I lost 30 pounds, and I'm still eating 4 hot dogs like I did before, but the hot dogs are less fattening, so I guess I'm losing a little bit of weight. But then, like, yeah, the first year I went vegan, I lost a whole 60 pounds. So I was 230, and then I went down to 170. And then after that, I started the show, the Unhealthy Vegan Lab show on my Instagram, and been gaining it back. So I'm like 190 maybe, probably 2. Honestly, I've never checked the scales anymore, but yeah, I've gained weight, so I'm trying to catch it back up.
Why don't you just tell people you're 160 pounds?
I'm 160 pounds a day.
Yeah, 160 pounds.
Now this next question, everyone's been asking. What's with the jar?
Jars, man.
Oh, the jars. Alright, so it's an Instagram inside joke, I guess. I mean, on Instagram they post these mason jars with all the freaking smoothie banana ice cream things, and then they have on a little top, and then they have like a big old massive amount, even bigger than the jar itself, like hanging out, and it's always like on this beach or like something stupid. And yeah, everyone with these mason jars. So I thought it was dumb. We all thought it was dumb. I don't understand it. So I said, let's make one for me that I don't understand. And we decided to make a burger one. Twice. And it was called the Unhealthy Vegan Jar. So if you actually look at that hashtag now on Instagram, it's pretty cool because I got like a bunch of people making their own now. Like somebody had a gallon one. And it was like breakfast, lunch, and dinner all in the jar. There was one where it was like a chicken one in between 2 burger ones. There's one, a sloppy Joe one with tater tots, like with sour cream. It's nuts. So now it's a movement, and still people don't understand it. People don't know how you eat it. But yeah, that's the point. You're not supposed to understand it like I don't understand those stupid banana ice cream jars.
Yeah.
Stupid skinny banana girls. So now that we have answered all my questions that you guys have asked me, I'm gonna give it up to little Mike over here.
Little Michael.
Little Michael over here.
Hi guys.
I'm gonna give it to my cameraman, and he's gonna ask some questions that he's been dying to ask me.
Alright, so I have a question for you.
Oh.
How long did it take for your body to get used to the dairy and meat substitutes? Because like there's kind of like this, I don't know if it's a misconception or not, of people when they eat like diet food or things made for like a specific diet. Like what I think about is those wild potato chips from the 90s with the Lester in them that everyone ate and got like leaky asses. And then there's the Atkins, like the candy and stuff. It's like, oh, low carb, low sugar, all this stuff. I just feel like there's a popular like misconception with like you see things, they're like, oh, this is made with soy, and like they don't know it's made with soy and stuff, and it's not like some fucking chemicals to make it not meat and stuff.
All the processed stuff?
Yeah.
Well, when I ate meat, it was more like I had diarrhea most of the time. Like weekly occurrences that I honestly thought was normal because I didn't know anything better. So actually when I went vegan, like I remember, it was still kind of, especially like the first month, like whatever, I felt like it was just clearing me out, like farts stunk really bad, they still do, but like I would just poop all the time, and like it was crazy, but after that it kind of just got normal, I guess. Where now it's like I don't have any constipation ever. Yeah, just like now it's just like soft serve ice cream.
Yeah. No, I would say like outside of the your little like vegan community and stuff, popular culture, you have people, meat eaters and stuff, they're gonna see vegans as like judgmental assholes and fucking like snobby hipsters and shit.
Yeah.
But my question for you is like, do you think less of like non-vegans, not in terms of like meat eaters and shit, but like vegetarians where it's like in Austin Powers where Dr. Evil's like, Scott, your diet evil, you're not evil enough, just 1 calorie, not evil enough, like that.
Yeah, like no, like most people, like it's crazy, there is like vegan police out there, like where there's
Scott Pilgrim, yeah.
There's some people, like Scott Pilgrim, take them away. They get crazy on Instagram, man. Like they're like, oh, you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat that. Like like there's a lot of vegan people that hate me more than meat eater people hate me, which is pretty weird. But like, you know, they kind of want me to like eat healthy because they think that my unhealthy food is kind of like being harmful to my body, which they say like, yeah, it's weird. They say like vegan is about not hurting any animals, including yourself. And I'm like, nah, like this food feels good when I eat it, so I don't understand that at all. But yeah, as far as like, you know, thinking like that to like vegetarians or even pescatarians or anything, like, no, like as long as they're trying, like that means they thought about it, they say, okay, I gotta do this. And like a lot of times, like my wife was vegetarian for months, like it's usually to transition to vegan, so they're trying to learn, you know, like, because most of the time it's cheese, where they're just like, I can't get rid of cheese, and like, you know, it's addictive. So like, yeah, like, oh, that's cool. Like they're doing their best that they can do, because like I always tell people, like, I don't always tell people, I should tell people, like the definition of vegan is that to not inflict any damage or what is it called, harm, to not inflict any harm as rationally as possible. So like there's people that won't drive cars because there's stuff in the rubber, and like it's not about being perfect. It's like as much as you can possibly and practically do, you know, then that's being vegan. So like, yeah, like I can practically and rationally buy vegan shoes that are online, like $50 and they free shipping and everything. Okay, I can do that. I can switch belts, like it's cool. Like, but I'm not that person that's like, oh, you're not vegan because you got some Vans on. Like, nah, like it's not.
Yeah, you used to have a shitload of Jordans.
I still
those
do.
Aren't fucking vegan.
Yeah, I got like over 50 pairs of Jordans. And like,
oh shit.
I don't know what to do with them, but yeah, you know, like I'm not gonna, you know, criticize anybody.
Well, just don't buy any more of them. You still have the ones.
No, yeah, definitely. I haven't bought any since then. But yeah, so it's like that, you know, pretty much. That's how I look at it. It's not something that, you know, you have to be perfect on. There's, you know, I'm not trying to be a level 5 vegan. Like, you know,
I don't eat anything that casts a shadow. Like, so yeah, since we both work at the same grocery store, and I want to know, a lot of people have been wondering, like a lot of our friends, because I've known Andre for like fucking 10 years.
Damn, been that long.
Yeah, I would say like 10, 11 years, because we've been playing basketball together through high school, and then, you know, just still keeping in touch and stuff, but now we work together, same store and shit. So what's it like being a vegan who also works in the meat department at a grocery store?
Yeah, the big elephant in the room.
Like, does that fuck with your head?
That exactly does. Like, that's the reason why my name is Unhealthy Vegan. Like, I posted it many times before on Instagram. Like, there was like, the last one I did was like the beginning of this year, like when I was going to Mexico, so it was like December. And yeah, I remember putting like, Unhealthy Vegan is not a junk food vegan. Like, people think like all I eat is chips and Oreos and stuff, and it's like, no, like the reason why my name's Unhealthy Vegan is, yeah, I like to eat 4 hot dogs or double cheeseburgers, but also like my mind is unhealthy, like, because I do work in the meat department. And it's funny because even though I post it a lot of times, a lot of people don't know, or like they'll get shocked or something, you know, like, and it's because I went vegan after I was already working there. So I've been trying to get out. Like, I feel like I'm this close to getting to produce. Like, I've been trying to go to produce forever, but it's technically promotion, and, you know, they kind of just like...
They frown upon promotion.
Yeah, an unknown company, an unnamed company.
Unnamed.
Yeah. No, and then, so yeah, like, so I've been really trying really hard. Like, I've been even called like the produce merchandiser, like the boss's boss, you know, trying to get into it. And it just, I'm really close, but if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be a teacher like in a year and a half, so I'm kind of like, I can see the light at the end. I'm just kind of like, all right, well, I kind of have to do this for now. Yeah, sure, I can quit and just go get demoted or go be a bagger, but like...
You'd be a fucking bum though. It's like, why quit? Like, you're making good money, dude. I
kind of have to, you know, pay for this house.
Yeah.
But also too, like, you know, I've met a lot of people, like, especially like 4th of July, like Thanksgiving, like a lot of people will come and ask me, like, not just meat specific, but they'll come to like the meat department and be like, hey, do you guys have veggie burgers or like veggie whatever? And like usually they'll always go to me, like, and or the other guys will be like, oh, talk to him. Like pretty much the whole store now, like if anyone ever asks even if it's a vegetarian question, like they usually send them over to me. So that's kind of cool. And like, and then it's usually like families. Then I'll go and I'll take them down to like the frozen aisle and be like, all right, well, what kind of patties you looking for? Because like I always try to help them out more than anybody else. And a lot of times it's like for their son or daughter, and then they kind of like, oh, it doesn't matter, they just wanted a veggie patty. And I'm like, well, are they vegetarian or vegan? And like I end up like explaining them and like actually helping them out. And there was one for sure, like I even put it on Instagram too, like there was one family that like I talked to the wife about it before, like they were asking me like what meat do I like more, and I was like, well, I don't eat it. And then we kind of started talking about me being vegan, and she was like really interested in it. And I've told a bunch of people actually, like that's why I probably have so many followers, because I always tell people like, oh yeah, just follow me if you have any questions. And then like maybe a couple months later, her husband came in. I still remember his name's Kenny, and he always says call him the black man. But Kenny, he was like, he came up and he's like, hey, you're him. And I was like, yeah. And then he was telling me like how his whole family like went to like pretty much all vegan, and like they feel so much better. His back is better. Like it's just so cool like to hear those type of stories. And it's like, like if I wasn't in the meat department, like to tell her that, like I wouldn't have, even ever seen her. So like that kind of makes me feel a little better. But yeah, like I still hate it. It's the worst thing ever. Like, yeah, it's kind of hard to like go to a job where you hate, like, and then you hear like, I'll be, especially because I work in seafood too, so it's like, we have like a whole fish, and it's like on ice, and it's with his eyes and everything, and it was always kids, like, weekly, like, I'll see something where like a kid will be there, and they'll be like, oh, that's a whole fish, that's nasty, or like I remember there was one kid that was like saying, oh, what's bacon, mommy? Like, I'm right there. And like, I can't say nothing because it's like their parents and stuff, and like the parent will be like, oh, it's a pig. And then like the little girl was just like shocked and like was like, nah, like you should not be eating this type of thing. And like there's a lot of times where like I'll see the kids, they'll be like, no, we don't want to eat it. And then like I see the parents like right there, like, oh, this is what we eat, like we've always eaten this way. Or they'll be like, you have to eat this to like live or whatever. And like it's pretty hard to like see, like I see why everyone eats meat, because when they were kids, that's what their parents taught them, and their parents learned from their parents, and like it's kind of hard to see like the brainwashing like happening right in front of you. You can't really say anything. That really sucks. But yeah, like I'm probably gonna get fired one day by saying something. Be like, no, little girl, you don't need to eat it. Here's some soy bacon.
Yeah. You've been indoctrinated. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, no, really, man. Like, unhealthy vegan that name didn't choose me, man. It did choose me. I didn't choose it. There's only one unhealthy vegan. It's me.
So, like, what do you think about your show being compared, like, as like the vegan version of like Epic Mealtime?
It's funny, man. I remember like the first time I've ever seen that show, somebody sent it to me, like, and they were like, oh, this is funny. And this was like before it was vegan, I think. And it was like a zombie one, and it was vegan zombies. And they were like, yelling out grains or whatever. I remember they're attacking the people, and then like, I don't remember how they ended up like killing them all, but then they like started feeding them bacon or throwing bacon at them and or chopping their heads off. I don't remember. But that was like the first time I ever gotten like introduced to like Epic Mealtime. And then later I saw another video where it was just like bacon everywhere. I'm pretty sure every video was bacon, but it was just like bacon all over the place, and I was just like, this is weird. But yeah, and then after that I just never seen their videos, and I never like tried to be like them. I'm just making food that I like to eat, so I mean, yeah, people will like say it, but I don't know.
But would you do shit like that? Would you make like a giant fucking vegan pizza, like enchilada taco thing that was like fucking this big? and then like wrap it with like coconut bacon and shit.
This coconut bacon.
I feel like because vegan
so
food.
So it's a pizza or it's an enchilada. What is it?
I don't know. Like but the mental image I have is like that gordita pizza thing that they have.
Gordita.
Like I seen a picture of it. It's like a fucking pizza taco. And the guy was eating. I was like, Jesus Christ, no.
Oh, so it was a pizza.
Yeah.
And then inside was
taco
filling.
No, it was like a pizza, and then they folded it over.
But they put
a bunch of taco shit in it, and it was like,
yeah, man. Like I don't know. I get upset when people are like, "Oh, that looks disgusting." Like stuff that I make, and it's like the stuff that's on the shows or like stuff that I make. Like I make it before and I try it, and if it's good, like then I put it. Like I won't post anything that wasn't good. Like if I do, I'll write this sucked. But yeah, like that taco pizza thing. Like if I try it and it tastes good, then yeah, I'll do it. But if it's just there for shock value, like no, I'm not gonna do it. Like it's not like that. Like I remember the Inceptionito was a burrito wrapped around a quesadilla, wrapped around another burrito, and then wrapped around another quesadilla. Like that was amazing, and it tastes like, dude, yeah, that thing tastes legit, and like that's why I made it. But people say like that was the grossest thing ever, but no, you gotta try it.
Yeah, try it once.
Don't knock it till you try it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not trying to be anybody, man. I'm just trying to make my food.
Okay.
And whoever digs it, digs it. All right, and like I'm gonna end all these questionnaires, interview things. Like to know what's next for whoever's in this chair, and for now it's me. So, what's next, me? Food. I'm so hungry right now. I just want to eat food. Yeah, I'm just gonna definitely on Instagram more than YouTube, but a lot of people always told me to go on YouTube, so I just started doing them, and people like them now. So I'm still doing that, and yeah, I'm just gonna be doing YouTube shows, the interview shows like this, and gonna be cooking still, just eating. I mean, I'm a 25-year-old college student. I don't really got too much time to do anything else.
You work a full-time job too.
Yeah, work too, all that fun stuff. We got the new puppy, so that's even more stuff added onto it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if you're ever in California, like I usually feed people that will like, show up at my door and I'll feed them food. Or I'm doing another pop-up where it's gonna be like Mexican themed, and it's gonna be, people are gonna come to my house and it's gonna be like a little restaurant and I'll feed them. But yeah, like I said, I'll be a teacher, so it's not like something that I gotta try to make like a vegan restaurant. Maybe a cookbook, who knows? If not, maybe a restaurant. Well, you never know. But for the immediate future, just gonna keep doing YouTube, keep doing Instagram, keep getting free food, and keep eating. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed this Dining for Two special premiere, special episode. Like I said, I got a couple people I'm interviewing. I already interviewed the man, the myth, the legend, Vegan Food Share. And I'm going to try to interview a bunch of other people if they want to. Sadly, a lot of them don't. But hopefully after they see this episode, they'll want to. So make sure you let them know about it and tell them that you want them to be in the show. Also, this will premiere, or we'll have a new episode on Wednesdays. It'll be like, Who Are You Wednesdays? And for now, I'm not going to do it every week. I'll probably just do it every month, like the first Wednesday of every month. Just to see, just to make sure I have enough people interviewed. If I don't interview anyone, then this will just be a two-parter. Alrighty guys, as always, Unhealthy Vegan, Andre, Dining for Two.
That's 4.